Today we're going to cover how to change your audience, adjust your budget, how to test new ad copy or ad creatives without disturbing the ad set that you currently have in place. So first, I just want to take us to the campaign level inside of the Ads Manager. You may have a leads campaign already running and you want to test that campaign against a new audience. What you'll want to do is come to the ad set level and you're going to be duplicating what's already in place. So you do not want to edit the ad that's already running. You want to hit duplicate. So you'll go hover over this little section and hit duplicate. And you're going to just leave all of these selections in place and just hit duplicate. This is going to clone what you already have in place, and then it will open up the ad set level with the word copy behind the duplicate. From here, you can name this new ad set for the audience that you're going to be testing next. So let's say in my original ad set, I was testing female entrepreneurs, and let's say I want to change the everything about this. So let's say instead of it being US women between the ages of 25 to 45 and female entrepreneurs, let's say I want to do Canadian women between the ages of 20 and 50 with an interest in investing. Okay, so we're just going to change the ad set for the audience that we're going to be targeting. And then you're going to go down and set your budget. Now, it's important to note that whatever the budget is that you set at the ad set level, it's going to spend that amount in addition to whatever other ad set you have running. So my original ad set was $20. Let's say I don't want to spend more than $30 per day. Then that means I have to make this ad set $10 if I want to be testing them both at the same time and only spend $30 per day. Okay, so it's going to add to whatever you have going on already. Okay, then we'll go ahead and select the start date and just make sure you make it for the next business day at 6 a.m. And then under audience, Advantage Plus audience, we're going to click switch to original audience, and we're going to do the same process of selecting our audience. We said we were going to do Canada, so we're going to hit that edit button, back out the country of the United States, and type in Canada. And we said we wanted the age range of 20 to 50. So we're going to adjust that. And then we said we wanted women, so we're going to go ahead and make that adjustment. And then we wanted to also have detailed targeting with interests, and we chose investing. All right, so let's say investment, business, and finance as an interest. Okay. Now we have this audience created. So we're going to leave our placements the exact same because I'm going to assume that the very first ad set, you had your placement set to Facebook feed only as usual. So the only thing we edited here was the audience and the budget. Okay, that's how you did that. So we have a new ad set, the audience and the budget is now duplicated. So now that we've made that duplicated ad set with a new audience and an adjusted budget for how much we want to spend, now we're going to go to the ad level, right? So here is where we are highlighted in blue, and then everything that we can navigate to is in green. So we're going to go to the ad level, which is one level down from these little 4 squares. And the current ad that was in the original is going to show up here. So if you want to use a different image, in this case, you can. Or if you want to keep everything else about the ad the same so that you're only testing one thing at a time, so the only thing that would be different from the original ad would be the audience, and you're going to keep all the copy and the image the same, you can absolutely leave this in place, okay? So keep that in mind, that you don't want to switch or you don't want to test multiple things at once. If you're only changing one thing, you want to test one thing at a time. However, I will say that if you do have more copy versions or more creatives that you'd like to add, you can do that by clicking on these 3 dots to the right of the ad that's already there and clicking quickly duplicate. Now what that does is the same thing that it does when you duplicated ad set. Now we have a clone of the original ad. This does not add anything to the budget. It just creates another ad creative. So now we can name this for whatever the new image is going to be. So I'm just gonna make up a name here, right? Now, the only thing that you would need to change if you're only changing the creative, just the image of the ad, the only thing you would need to change is to come down here and to add creative and hit the trash can and then add image, and you'll go ahead and select the image, hit next, no optimizations, hit done. And now we have the new image. Now you'll notice that the text is exactly the same because it's a clone of the original. So if you want to change out the ad copy, or you want Facebook to rotate new ad copies in with the original, then here's how you would do that. You would come to the primary text, and let's say you don't want to use the original text of the original ad that you made. You can just back that out and just hit delete and add the new ad text there, the ad copy there. Well, let's say you want to keep the original, but also add a text option for Facebook to like rotate around. So you would just click on this little gray button with the plus sign that says add text option, and that will open up another line, and it says enter another option for primary text. Okay, and you just type in your ad copy. It looks like it's a short line, but you can actually put long form copy in here and it will expand. Okay, now you can have up to 5 versions of copy in here. So if you wanted to, you could hit add text options. Facebook also has like a AI generated text ad copy that you can use. And if you wanted, you could test Facebook's AI ad copy. You could add that in to the rotation by clicking this plus button. Yep, so let's say we're going to add in, we're going to use all 5 of our text options, and we have our original ad copy, our second version of ad copy, and then 3 versions of AI generated ad copy by Meta. So now when we hit publish, everything else about this ad will stay the same except for what we changed. Okay, so we can go ahead and publish at this point. Now, before we do that, I just want to show you, if you have multiple versions, let's say you have even more ad creatives that you want to add in here, you would just hit that three dots, quickly duplicate, and you would add another version. And as you can see, since we duplicated what we just did, everything we just did is still in there. And the only thing we'd have to do is name it for the new ad creative, come down to add creative, hit the trash can, and swap the image. Okay. And so now all of these ad versions are under the ad set that we just made. All right. And then the original ad set, you can see that down here, is undisturbed. We did not make any changes to the original ad set. And you do not want to edit or modify the original ad set because it will blend the data of your new ad set with the data of your original ad set. So we're always going to work off of duplicating the ad set that's already in place and then making any changes to the duplicate.